Welcome to a special recording of the Lowland League Catchup. Today I'm joined by Gretna's attacking midfielder Ryan Rogers. How are you doing, Ryan?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Thanks for meeting me today. We're going to just have a wee chat, a wee talk through obviously your short stint so far at Gretna, how you think it's going to look moving forward, a wee bit about how you got to the club, that kind of thing, and just give the listeners a wee bit more of an insight into one of the players in the Lowland League. Joined Gretna at the beginning of this season. How are you finding playing for the team?
Yeah, I'm enjoying my time at Gretna so far. I've only been there since August, so not really that long. But the time that I've been here so far, everyone's made me feel welcome. Feels like I've been there for longer than it seems because the way I've settled in so quickly. But yeah, I'm enjoying my time here.
Like your stats would show that you've settled in quickly. You've had 5 goals and assists from 10 starts, 12 appearances this season. What do you think's been sort of the key to your early success?
For me, I think it's just me being confident and just believing in myself when I'm on the pitch, and yeah, it's just everyone as well around me, just the manager, Chris and John, and the players just told me like, make sure you express yourself on the pitch, and I feel like I'm doing that. So yeah.
You've had a wee bit of a ropey start, but you've got your first win under your belt. Yeah. It does seem like the team's gelling. And how are you finding the boys that you're playing alongside? Is there anybody in particular you feel like you've been able to click with early on, or is it just the team as a whole?
Yeah, I feel like in training we're working hard, and what we're doing in training is coming off. At the start it really wasn't like, but it's a process. You know, we have to believe in the process, and yeah, players that are helping me like Kevin, Chris, now he's in the team. I'm just learning off them. Obviously they've got so much experience, and I'm just grateful really to be around those sort of players.
Still quite young yourself. How are you finding playing under Chris, because he's got a wealth of experience from all his years in his playing career? Are you finding that to be quite beneficial, that you've got an ex-player and he's new to the manager role, but he's got a lot of experience that's going to help you on your journey? How are you finding that?
Yeah, he's got massive experience. He's a role model. That's how I would describe him. On and off the pitch, I feel like he's already impacting my game, and I've only been there for 3 months. So yeah, Chris and John, I've given both credit because they've already had a huge impact on me.
With regards to yourself, what's your journey been like from, I suppose, when you very first kicked a football to playing semi-professional football with Gretna?
Yeah, my earliest memory of football is just kicking football on my estate with my friends after school, just playing. When I was younger, I had trials at Man Utd. Not really been in academy. After school, I went to college. I studied in Burnley. I played at Burnley shadow squad. So I did like my studies in the morning, and then in the afternoon we do like the football side where we do training. And then yeah, that for me was a great experience because it was like for me an insight into academy football, which I never experienced. So yeah, I've just benefited from that time there.
So how long were you at Burnley for?
I was there for a year, yeah.
Was there any sort of notable stories for your time there? Anything that sticks out that's helped mould you into the player that you are now?
I'd say the training that I had there was like the best thing for me, because I'm just used to going to the park, practicing skills, things like that. Like the training was different from what I'm used to, and it made me mature. Like as a player, getting like that type of training, it helped me a lot. You're
listed as on Gretna's website certainly an attacking midfielder. Is that sort of the role that you feel you're most comfortable in?
Yeah, I just feel like the position that I'm at Gretna is just, it gives me freedom to express myself when I'm on the pitch, and yeah, that helps when I've got players like Kevin and Chris and Jay, all these attacking players, and yeah, it helps when the manager gives me the freedom to express myself.
Has that always been where you've enjoyed playing? Is that sort of your most comfortable position, or did you start off maybe playing striker or in defence, or have you always sort of played that attacking midfielder sort of kind of supporting role?
I've just always played where I've been told, but I always like to play on the wing, out wide. Yeah, I just like to stand out really on the pitch, just express myself, and yeah, I would like to score goals as well.
So, and it's a bonus because you're doing that this year, so it's obviously a good place for you to be. You mentioned you obviously had trials at Man United as well. You got any notable sort of memories or stories for your time doing that? Anybody do you remember playing or maybe having trials alongside some of our listeners maybe have heard of?
Well, one of my friends that I went to high school with, Angel Gomez. Yeah, he's at United now, and when at the time when I was on trial at United, he was there, and he was one of those that got on. Unfortunately, I didn't, but yeah.
Still, it's an invaluable sort of experience, getting even just being offered the chance to have trials at Man United. We obviously spoke earlier, and you mentioned that quite recently you bumped into Marcus Rashford. Is that right?
Yeah, that was right. Yeah.
What happened there?
Yeah, it's just he was just giving me great advice, and I told him about my journey that I'm playing at Gretna, and he just at first he was like, "What, really?" Because obviously I live in Manchester and I'm travelling all the way up to Scotland, so he was a bit like he didn't know what to say if I was lying, and then he just told me like when I'm on the pitch, just believe in myself and having that confidence, and I feel like I have that, and obviously I'm working hard, and I feel like me working hard, it makes me stand out like more than others, I'd say, because I'm working hard. And yeah, he just told me on the pitch, just express yourself, and yeah, he told me about his journey, and when he got his chance in the Man United's first team, that Martial got injured, and then he got took in straight away, and yeah, he just told me be ready when the chance comes.
It seems like you're taking that advice on week in, week out at the moment, because you are doing really well at Gretna. Obviously for Gretna, it's been a bit of a tough start to the season. It's the Lowland League is just, we talk about it every week on the podcast, it's gone from strength to strength. It was a good league when it was formed back in 2013, but it's just getting stronger and stronger. It's knocking on SPFL 2's door, for a bit more access there as well. And Gretna, they've struggled a little bit at the start of the season, but they're starting to come into it. What's the feeling in the club? Is it a worry about being a relegation battle team, or is it something you're trying to build for the future? What's the vibe in Gretna at the moment?
Well, the vibes there that I get, I feel not really like a worry, but obviously people want us to win games, and that's the main thing. Is just we're trying hard, we're working hard in training to put things right, and people see that. So I'm not worried about the results, because I know it's gonna come.
A couple of weeks ago, end of October, he's played against Vale Leith, and another team that are they're in the mix there at the bottom of the Lowland League at the moment. You played obviously an important part in that game, scoring in the first half and having an assist in the second. How important was that game for the club? Because you hear about the 6-pointers quite often, and that definitely feels like it was one. How important was that game for the club and for yourself, I suppose? Yeah,
that game was like a cup final for all the players. We knew from kick-off we had to win this game. It was a must-win game, and if we didn't win that game, then there was maybe eyebrows raised, because it was that big of a game that we needed to win, and we got the job done. I felt like from kick-off we were just at them. As soon as we got the ball, we just always wanted to try to score, which obviously I got on the score sheet from I think it was the 14th minute, and then in the second half Kevin got his goal, which I know that will do his confidence well, which he took his goal well.
To get that early goal, I suppose it gives the team a bit of confidence in those type of matches, because you spoke a lot already today about having the freedom to express yourself, and that can be a bit tougher to do when you're coming from behind. But I suppose how nice was it to get that goal early on and to give yourself a bit of breathing room?
It was a nice feeling to get the goal early on. It kind of like gave us more confidence to push on in the game, because at the time it was 1-0 at half time, and then second half we kept pushing, and that's when Kevin got his goal. And yeah, just our reward from like keep working hard, and yeah, that we're happy to win, got the win.
It does seem like there's a good atmosphere from everything you're saying at Gretna, and that work ethic and being able to express yourself is huge. How does your match day go? So you wake up in the morning, you've got a match that day. How do you prepare for it?
I just wake up and I just feel chilled, I don't really try to think about too much about the game. I just wake up and do what I normally do, have a shower, those type of things, and just make sure I'm not like rushing around. I'll give myself time to do what I need to do. I have my things packed the night before. I don't want to wake up and rushing and then it like gives me an effect on my mind where I'm rushing and I'm like messing around doing certain things. So I just make sure everything's like organised, and yeah, I'm up, I'm ready. Maybe I listen to music, you know, get me in the like game vibe, and yeah, that's my routine really.
So if you've got a home game at Gretna, how early do you arrive at the stadium?
Try to get there maybe about 1, 12:30. Yeah, it gives us time to prepare in the change room, maybe see physio if I'm feeling quite sore, which I'm never really, not going to make sure I recover, maybe get a rub sometimes, and yeah, try to get there around about 12:30. 1.
And what about, so these games like the 2-0 against Valley, then does the team do anything special after those kind of ones? Do you have any sort of routine, or is it maybe it's all kept in house? Is there anything you can share with the listeners? Is there anything you do to celebrate a win? Or
I wouldn't say we do anything too mad,
no,
but now we just celebrate in the changing room. Yeah, we don't really do anything that.
Just a bit of loud music and
Yeah.
a wee bit of sing and dance around the place.
Yeah.
And nothing wrong with that, and hopefully you'll get a few more of them as the season goes on. Yeah, I mean, there's a big chunk of the season still to go for Gretna as well. Is there any sort of big games that are standing out to you that you're perhaps looking forward to? How does it compare if you're going to play against a Bonnyrigg, a Kelty or an East Stirlingshire versus maybe going up to play against a Vale or an Edinburgh Uni? Is there any particular one that you're kind of looking forward to?
I look forward to every game really, but I'd say the game that I'm looking forward to is probably, well, we played Kelty away. We're gonna play East Kilbride in a few weeks, so I'm looking forward to that one, I'd say.
Do you prefer the away days, or are they more or less the same?
I do like home games because I feel like we have the fans there to support us, you know. I feel like we have the home advantage, but yeah, I'd say I do like I like home games, to be fair.
They've got a nice wee support. They're very vocal in supporting the team, even when it's been, say, a little bit tougher. They always seem to be behind you on social media, egging you on even after a tough loss. So I can see why a home game would appeal. You mentioned the Kelty game there. You played them away. Was a bit of a tough loss for you guys. Yeah. Are you looking forward to getting Kelty for a home game? Yeah. Maybe it's going to be a tough game by any stretch, but is there maybe a little bit of you just want to get back a little bit there? Yeah,
of course. Obviously, with that defeat that we had against Kelty, it wasn't nice for everyone that was part of it. But we move on. We forget about that game. It's gone now. We just have to prepare for the games that we have coming up, and I'm sure when we play Kelty again, it'll be a different game.
And East Kilbride, you're going up to K Park, like you say, in a couple of weeks, and they've struggled a little bit this season, especially at home. You guys might go up there with a little bit of confidence that you can, perhaps be another team that causes them a bit of trouble. But at the same time, East Kilbride, I think they're going to want to get back to winning ways a little bit. How do you think you guys will fare in that one?
Yeah, I feel like both teams are going to be going into the game fighting for something, because, as you said, East Kilbride have been struggling with their recent form, so we just have to go there and just play our game. That's it. If we play our game, I'm confident that we can do something there at Kell Park.
Yeah, you obviously had trials at East Kilbride at the beginning of the season as well. They decided to head in another direction, and then you obviously got your opportunity at Gretna. Is there a wee bit of a chip on your shoulder for that standpoint, for going away and playing them at K Park?
Yeah, of course. I feel like I've got a point to prove. For whatever reason, it didn't really work out. But I'm not really focused on why it didn't work out. I'm just focused on playing at Gretna, and I'm enjoying my time here at Gretna. And yeah, I'm sure when we play East Kilbride, it'll be nice to go back there and show them what I'm about, really.
Yeah, what you're about, and also the team. It seems to be heading in the right direction. So great opportunity there. Before you play East Kilbride, though, you've got Gallifreydine Rovers on Saturday. They're a team that's doing relatively well. They had a bit of a turbulent sort of pre-season, a lot of change for those guys as well. But you've got the home field advantage in that one. Are you looking forward to that one? Do you fancy your chances?
We fancy our chances against any team that we play against. We're always confident that we can get a result. Obviously, Gala, they're in a kind of a similar position to us in the league. So it's like, I feel like in the league, every game is dog eat dog. Teams are fighting for points because we need points to push up the table. So that's what we were trying to do. We're just trying to win every game that we play, and yeah, it'll be a good game. I'm feeling confident, and we're working hard in training.
I really like what you say there as well about, it's dog eat dog, yeah, but it's about pushing up the table, because we're quite guilty of it, especially when we do the catch up every week. We're talking about it like it's a relegation battle, and we maybe think, pick out 3 or 4 teams and we talk about how it's a relegation battle, but you can tell that the right kind of ethos is there for yourself and the team, because you don't word it like that. You're wording it about pushing up the table, which is fantastic to see. And do you know what, if that's the way the team are sort of viewing it, it's the way it should be viewed, to be honest. And it's really good to hear you say that as well. So you've obviously had your 10 starts this year, a couple of substitutions on as well. Is there anybody in particular you've played against? Maybe it could be a squad, it could be a player that you've kind of maybe just thought they've been tough, not necessarily outmatched, but that have really pushed your abilities, I suppose, so far this season.
Yeah, for me, the game against Kelly, that was for me a game that was not really nice to experience, the defeat. But yeah, just the way they play, and it was like, for me, an insight to where I want to get to, that sort of level. For seeing like the way they play and how they played as a team, it was hard to see. Of course, I'm on the pitch and I'm playing. It was a difficult one for me. But yeah, Kelly was probably the toughest opponent, I'd say.
Yeah, I suppose in that game it was you spoke a lot about being able to express yourself. Kelly have a very pressed kind of game, don't give you a lot of time on the ball, which kind of limits the amount that you're able to do that. So I can see why you would turn around and say that. What about teams that there's maybe a wee bit of budding rivalry? Is there anybody that you kind of, or even it might be another player in the league that you kind of look forward to playing against? Because we've always joked about border derbies between yourselves and other teams down there, that some of them aren't even in the borders. But is there any sort of teams that are rivaled up against you guys that you maybe pick out on a calendar as a team that's one that we cannot lose?
Against Rivalry, obviously that's like kind of our rival, Rivalry. When we played them, I felt I did feel a different atmosphere than usual.
Right.
I feel like everyone knew that it's derby, and I know, because where I'm from in Manchester, I know what it's like when it's a derby.
Absolutely, yeah.
Things can get fired up, but yeah, derbies are good. I like derbies.
Talked a wee bit about how your career's progressed from that first kick of the ball up to your time at Gretna. How would you describe yourself as a player?
Yeah, I'd say I'm quite tricky, and I'm pacey and direct, and yeah, I like to score goals. I like to help my team score goals.
You always hear stories from different players about they used to watch this player and this player on the TV, and they'd go out and they'd try and mimic what they did. Is there, who is the person that you, I suppose, try to mould yourself around, or do you think do you try to be a complete individual and do things your own way?
Yeah, when I was younger, I used to watch Cristiano Ronaldo when he was at United. Obviously, supporting Man United, I used to watch him. Just no one else was Cristiano. Yeah, I used to watch him on YouTube. I used to watch him anywhere I could. Still got shirts from when I was younger with his name on the back. Now, I like to watch players like Marcus Rashford, Kylian Mbappe, just these sort of type players that play like with confidence, and yeah, I like to watch these type of players.
Yeah, and is that the way you try and sort of mould your own play? Do you watch how these guys play and kind of go out and try and mimic that, or are you basically going out there and trying to be, I suppose, like I say, unique, your own person, or is it a wee bit of both?
Yeah, I say when I was younger, I used to just go out and try 1,000 step overs like Ronaldo, but like now, because I'm older, I just play my game and play to my strengths, like, because every player has their own strengths and their own ability. So yeah, when I was younger, I'd say I used to like mimic my players, but now I'm older, I just do my own thing, and yeah.
What are your career aspirations? You're having success early on at Gretna. I'm sure you're looking to have a really successful career at Gretna, but have you got any sort of, even to be honest, in the Lowland League, have you got any aspirations, any markers, any goals that you've set yourself for the next season or two?
For me, I'm just about for the team, just winning and trying to do my part in the team, getting goals, getting assists. But for me, my aspirations are, I just want to be a player where people say I want him in my team, and they like me for who I am, and I just don't want to be a average player. I want to stand out, because when you stand out, you're different. And yeah, that's for me. I'd say I just want to be a player where people like me for who I am.
Yeah, thanks very much for meeting up with us today to have a chat about yourself, Gretna, and the Lowland League. Good luck for your game on Saturday, and I hope you have some success when you play in that big East Kilbride game at K Park as well. Thanks.
Thank you for having me.